Hey guys, it's Audra. I have been sitting here finishing my coffee, thinking about what I want to talk about this week, and Run Disney has been on my mind. The Wine Dine Half Marathon for 2019 just wrapped up. I've been seeing all kinds of fun photos on my Instagram feed. I have plans to run it next year with a girlfriend, and we're already so excited, even though it's a whole year away and registration does not even open until March. So this week I thought we would have a little talk about why I love Run Disney events. My house is not going to be a great place to do it today because it is trash day and they're building a house on my street. So let's take a walk. I can't really even do this by taking a walk in the neighborhood with all the trash cans and, oh, we're bumping the garbage truck to dodge. We've got a fun little park close by that's got a walking and jogging path, and I'm gonna head over there. Okay, here we are. It's a lovely morning. It's a little windy, so let's get started. All right, I'm doing this at the risk of all the other park patrons thinking I'm a crazy nut today, walking and talking to myself, but that's all right. It's gonna be fun. So I guess I'll start by telling you my history with Run Disney. In 2013, I ran my first Run Disney event, which was the Disney Princess Half Marathon. It was actually only the second half marathon I had ever run. The first one being the Rock and Roll Half in Dallas, which was quite miserable, hot and hillier than I had really been training for. So my first Disney half was an incredible experience. It was so much easier than that. I loved seeing all the characters on the course, running through the parks. It was a lot of fun. Since then, I've got a few other Run Disney events under my belt. I have run the Wine Dine Half Marathon while that was still a night race. Gosh, I don't even remember what year that was. I'll pull out my medals and things just to show you what I've got. Not nearly as many as some very dedicated Run Disney fans, but I have gotten to as many as I can. I even got to be part of the inaugural Star Wars run at Disneyland. I'm even wearing my shirt. Who are Run Disney races good for? Gosh, if you're a Disney fan, they're for you. If you're a first timer, they're for you. There's so much fun. There's so much to keep you engaged and not just, I don't know. There's so much potential for misery when you're running a long race that Disney just wipes that out for me. Yes, it's hard. It's a mental game to run a half marathon, a full marathon, but when there are things to keep you entertained and when the other runners are so encouraging, it's just a really great atmosphere. The biggest tip I have for you if you're interested in one of these is to plan early. Like I said, my girlfriend and I are talking about running 1 year from now, the half marathon during the Wine and Dine weekend. We've already started looking at hotels. Plan early. I cannot stress that enough. Some of these races, especially if you're interested in a challenge where there's 10K half marathon involved, challenges sell out really quickly, 5Ks sell out really quickly. So it's important that you're online as soon as the registration opens for the particular race that you're interested in. And some of these weekends, it's also important to start looking at hotel options early because those can fill up. I also think it's really important to stay on property during a Run Disney event. On the mornings of the race, the start time comes early. Most of them are 5 a.m. Runners line up by 4:30. I remember getting on the bus from the resort, the last one I did, at 3:30 in the morning. So if you're staying off property, just know that traffic is crazy. You need to leave early to get parked, get where you need to be on time. So I personally prefer staying on property just because transportation is provided from all Walt Disney World Resort hotels. So say you're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, you got to be at the start line by 4:30 in the morning. You can get on the bus and still rest and not be dealing with the stress of the driving and the traffic and the parking spot and where did I leave my car, remembering all those things. It's just easier to rely on Disney to get you there. Character photos on the course are the greatest, I think, especially if you're running in costume and you can find a character that's related to your costume. I have several from the last Disney race I ran, which was also the Disney Princess Half, with the same friend I'm going to be running with next year, and she and I stopped for tons of character photos. Now, our finish time wasn't that great, but we had a blast. I would say even if you're not a runner, even if you're a walker, and you're interested in a Run Disney event, do it. I hardly know what I've even said or babbled on about. I don't know if this was even helpful. Oh, I really love the Race Expo. It's free to get in. There are all kinds of cool vendors there. There's the merchandise for the specific race weekend. There's just a lot of fun things to see, and it gets me really pumped up to be meandering around in a room with a bunch of other runners with a similar goal. There's just a lot of stuff to see. I definitely recommend planning a couple hours to explore the Race Expo, even if I know that's hard at Disney to give up precious park time, but I definitely think you should spend some time at the expo as well. Be sure you check out the calendar of upcoming races for 2020. The marathon weekend, most of those are already sold out. If you're interested in the Dopey Challenge, which is 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon, 4 races, you can still do that. The Disney Princess Half Marathon weekend, I saw just the half marathon registration open still. Most of these do have kids races associated, which those are a lot of fun. I'll share some photos of my kids doing the Kids Dash. They really enjoyed that. Star Wars race weekend in April, I did still see openings there as well. And then the next registration wave hits in March for the Wine Dine Half Marathon weekend in November 2020. But take a look at the calendar, check out what's coming. If there's something you're interested in, put that registration date on your calendar. I walked my first lap talking to myself, and I can't think of anything more to say other than I love Disney races and I'm excited for my next one. Happy Fri-yay!